yourself, because we were talking right beforehand. When you go to the PRD website, it's sort of like government jargon is essentially what the question says. So can you explain what the question is and what people are voting for exactly when they go to the polls to vote coming up?
For sure. So the question, as you said, is very confusing when you read it. But basically, it's just saying that for on average between $1 and $2 per household per year, um, coming out of your pocket is only at $1 or $2. You would be supporting the Tumbler Ridge Museum, and then a similar amount for the Geopark. And this is funding that used to happen
Hmm.
through the PRD. We would apply on an annual basis for grants, but then a couple of years ago that stopped because of technical issues. Tumbler Ridge didn't exist when the bylaws were made, and now it does. So this is so that the museum and the geopark will become a line item and
Hmm.
get the funding that we were getting in the past, and so tax dollars were going to that anyways. And this is to keep these two organizations vibrant.
Absolutely. And I mean, it would help save a little bit of time and a little bit of money because it would just come out of the budget every year rather than you having to continually ask for it every year, as you say, was the case beforehand, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Uh,
Stable funding is great.
yeah, and it could help you plan for more things too, I suppose. I mean, a big part of the museum and what we're so proud of with the museum, of course, is all the dinosaur finds that have been found in and around Tumbler Ridge that sometimes don't get to stay here because of funding constraints and whatnot. Tell us a bit about why it's so important that when we find tracks or a bone or a fossil here in the piece, that it's important that it stays here and doesn't go to Alberta or Victoria.
Exactly. Well, if that's what used to happen before the museum existed in Tumbler Ridge, is these finds would go to, as you said, Alberta or Victoria, or even some went to the United States. But this allows the fossils to remain in the Peace region in Tumbler Ridge at the museum and be researched and displayed so that people from the Peace region can then come and see these items that were found here. There have been some major finds near Hudson's Hope and near Chetwynd. It's not just Tumbler Ridge. And some of these finds are pretty exciting. The only tyrannosaur trackways in the world are from this region. Recent finds include crocodile swim traces and just all kinds of. Every year, there are dozens of exciting new finds in this whole region, and it's exciting to be able to come to this area and see them and learn about them.
And that would be preferable, I suppose, than them going somewhere else and somebody else setting them up and say, look at this cool thing found in Tumbler Ridge. You want people to come to Tumbler Ridge to see all the neat things that have been found in the piece, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. All right, so again, the Ascent question, there's one on the museum, one on the Geopark. You're going to have to vote on whether or not to allow it. And again, as you said, Birgit, it's only a couple dollars per household per year extra that can go a long way in helping the Geopark and the museum, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. If you have more questions, visit the PRD's website. Otherwise, vote yes to that set question when you go to vote in the municipal election. Birgit, thanks so much for being here. Anything else you want to say before we let you go today?
No, just have a great day. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much for being here.